Hi Internet, it's Caesar on Toast. I'm back with another episode of Proton, my modded, what is happening here exactly? My modded Minecraft Let's Play. I just found oh no. Oh no, it didn't. It looks like my windmill has just broken. One of the gearboxes is broken anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. It could be something to do with the rain, but that's a good start. Wow. Well, anyway, I've got a couple of new things to show off in the village. We will fix this later. First up, we started a nether wart farm, and that's going very well. I noticed something very curious when you walk over the soul sand. I don't know if it's going to play it. But there's a certain sound effect that I was hearing in the nether, and I couldn't work out where it was coming from. But I've now worked out that the soul sand is making very creepy laughter, and it's not doing it at the moment. Maybe it only does it when no one else is listening, just to spook me. But it is really quite freaky when it happened the first time, and still is a bit weird. Second off, we've got this chicken farm, which is Azuma Void's design. Later on, when I get the filtered hopper, we're going to be able to filter out the dung and the feathers and just get the cooked chicken, which is all I want from this, because I get plenty of dung from other places, and once you get a certain number of feathers or infinity on your bow, you just don't need those things anymore. Added this on-off switch so I could collect the eggs, and now I've got enough chickens up there, as you can see. Handy double jump there. Got enough chickens that I don't need to collect any more eggs, and if I need to refresh the population, I'll just breed them with seeds. So in here, we have one of our two trading villagers. I'm keeping these ones extra safe. We've got the fence to keep the majority of them safe. But this is the mending guy, 25 emeralds. He also has double jump, which is the amazing modded enchantment I got on my boots for only 5 emeralds. So this guy, he is my all-time favorite villager. This is an amazing enchantment. Just while we're here, I set up I have 16, which is one more than is necessary, but I like this design for the enchantment station, and I want to do a diamond sword or another pickaxe enchantment with you, or a book. I'm not sure which. I have to craft another diamond pick here just quickly, and as you can see, I have made a lot of these leather straps now, so we're good with those. We don't have to worry about getting more of those for a long time. Ooh, XP boost 3. Okay, that's one option. Fire aspect 2, not so keen on that. And efficiency 3 book, that's just rubbish. We could get this and see if it's got efficiency on it. I think I'm going to go for this because it's a new enchantment and I want to see what it does. Oh, cool, we got efficiency 4. So what I'm going to do now is combine that with my current pick. So it's either 6 or it's 12. Okay, that's a no-brainer. Extra XP from mob kills. Oh my goodness, what a waste. I thought that would give you extra XP from mining coal and other things like that. And then if you combine this with a fortune, that would be extra good, but looks like it's not, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Next up, we'll do the sword. We only need 9 more levels, and after we're done with today's project, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. One other thing you might have noticed that I got between episodes is this backpack, which we needed to get tanned leather for. Here's the recipe if you're curious about that. We could have got that last time, but I didn't think it, and I've stocked it up with some things for today's project, which is very good. Just I'm shift right clicking to place it down, and then shift left clicking to pick it back up. Unfortunately, you can't have a chest piece on at the same time, but I'm just going to deal with that because the extra inventory space is fantastic. Let's see, I'm just checking my list here. We have another villager guy who's not so exciting, but I'll just show him to you anyway. He is they look like they're at a bar or something here. He is buying 25 paper for 1 emerald, which is the best paper trade in the village. So I just grabbed him and put him in there for safekeeping. I think there's only one more thing to show you in the town, and then we can get cracking on with today's big project, which is going to be the zombie grinder, which I said I'd do last episode, but got sidetracked and went to the nether anyway, which I think was a good idea since I'm well kitted out. Just using this cauldron down here, I was cooking meat in it, and I'm now eating that meat. We have our little brewing station was here, I've moved it to here, and of course all the millstones are now inside the windmill. So that's that. Just got a couple of potions that I'll eventually use, probably for going to the end sometime in the not so distant future. The only thing holding me back are the ender pearls, but once I get some pretty decent armor and all the eyes of ender that I need, I will not hesitate to go to the end and get the elytra, because with double jump, that's going to be amazing. I have no doubt that that's going to be a really cool thing to play around with. I'm just going to fix, or I should actually sleep off the rain, and then I'm going to go up and fix the windmill, and then we will crack on with today's zombie grinder project. I will see you in a moment. I'm back, and we are at the zombie spawner, and I've gone ahead and done a little bit of clearing out around it. We have a 9 by 9 by 5 tall area here, and my plan is I'm going to push the zombies along with a water stream towards one of these sides and filter them into a one wide space and then drop them down to the point of 1 hit point, which means that I'll be able to have a sword and kill them all in one push. And our area for AFKing is going to be probably down there a bit, or well, it's going to be 16 blocks, within 16 blocks of the spawner, otherwise it won't work. The reason I want to move them straight away and not have them drop directly down is just for neatness, and so I can filter them into that 1 block space and have them fall down. Then we're going to add a little storage system somewhere to collect the rotten flesh, which we will then bring back to the village and trade for emeralds. And you know what, like, we could do anything with those, so it's all good. Let me get started with this, and I will show you when I've got some progress. Unfortunately, from this point on, the game audio was bugged out in my recording, so I've had to voice over it, so I hope you don't mind, but I removed the game sounds from everything until the end of the episode. Sorry about that, but basically I am showing you here that for some reason the cobblestone in the roof was turning into mossy cobblestone. I'm not sure which mod adds that, but I quite like the effect that it was making because it looked like the natural zombie spawner, and so I just left it in there. And even if I didn't want it, I did want the cobblestone, so I had to take both or use a completely different material, and I had an absolute bucket load of cobblestone to get rid of during this build. What's happening here is I've got a water stream running along the bottom that runs 8 blocks, so 1 block in there, which is the source of the water, and then 7 blocks further, and then there's another little dip that the mobs will fall into and get pushed along into a 1 by 1 hole. And then what I'm doing around the edge is I'm clearing out a path, and I'm going to be putting various little amenities in, so just to make this a little bit more convenient for me. And that's it for this clip. This was the second update that I did. In this one I was showing that I had decided on a style for the tunnels around it. Used the logs and the lit redstone lamps, which you combine a redstone lamp with a torch and it's always on, you don't have to power it. And then I was putting things like chests, furnaces, I had a bed, an infinite water source all around the side. And I did die between the previous clip and this one to an enderman. I was just going up at night and kind of messing around, building a path and stuff, and tried my chances at beating the enderman. I've actually turned it onto hard mode and clicked the lock button, so I am stuck in major difficulty at the moment. So here we have my path. I had a bit of a lag spike here. The path was a bit too straight along that section for my liking, so I'm probably going to change it up eventually. But this part of the path here I quite like and would like to continue that kind of curvy style onto the rest of it. I had a 8x8 square of saplings over there, which is where I got all my wood for this build. And that was quite fun just to take a couple of iron axes and have a go at that, just demolish a heck of a lot of wood. So we'll move on to the next clip. And here we have it. I've pretty much finished the zombie farm in this clip. The zombie wasn't supposed to spawn yet, but I'd accidentally taken out a light source while I was preparing to take this clip. Just knocking out the torches so that we'll get something spawning, which will be pretty scary. There's a bit of a hazardous jump here, but I make it just fine. Just gotta put in a couple of slabs, and that is the zombie spawner and grinder completed. I'm using a vanilla lighting trick where you put slabs one on top of the other with a gap in between, and you can see through, but no light can pass through, so it's completely dark inside the spawner. All the mobs can spawn to their heart's content, and I can see through to the other room, so it makes this really cool silhouette effect when the zombies spawn, and I really quite like what I've done with the design there. Gonna head down. This is only a temporary tunnel. I'm going to be putting one of the translocator elevators in there with the pistons. So ideally this would have been one shot, one kill, or one shot everyone dead with the swipe attack of the sword. But it took a few swipes to kill them, but that's fine. I got all the XP and the rotten flesh. The lever there that you see, that was connected to a piston, so if I pull the piston out, it's supposed to instantly kill them so that they don't clog up there and like my world, but it's a bit ghetto for me, so I'll probably be souping that up later as well, and that tunnel is going to be decorated a lot better once I get the elevator in, which I don't know if you'd prefer to see that in the next episode, me do that, or I might just do it between episodes since it's just a convenient thing and you can watch anyone build an elevator. I'd rather get stuck into some other modded stuff, to be honest. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I was really encouraged to be able to finish a quite big project in the space of... I did this over an afternoon and took lots of breaks. So I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please do leave a like. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing. That would be great. See you next time. Bye-bye.